I got a request for the Black Flag Assassin, and I took that to mean Edward Kenway. So that's who we're making today in Tab's Unit Creator. This is Grey Toys Gaming, I'm Savage Lionel, let's get into it. This Wobbler shall soon become Edward Kenway, fabled pirate, and also assassin. Let's first change his voice. I think would the pike voice sound good? Let's try it, and then maybe lower the pitch a couple of notches. That sounds nice. Okay. For the clothing, he has to look actually like Edward Kenway. Let's start with the head. Now, he has several different hairstyles. I'm going to take one of the longer braided hairstyles with a big beard. Let's give him the legacy hair. The legacy hair 04 works. Let's change this color to, he's blonde, so I'd say the darkest yellow, would it be? I think that looks good. And then for the braids, it looks like an orange would look well. I think the middle orange looks very nice. Then for the top part of the hair, let's see what we've got. I think the fantasy good hair generally serves us pretty well when we're making tabs units. So let's try the fantasy good hair 01. Let's change it to be the same dark yellow color as the original long hair at the bottom. I think that it also, the way that the two pieces of hair mesh, it makes it look more like a piece of pirate hair without being actually one of the pirate hairstyles. And then for a beard, I know that he doesn't have a giant beard ever, but at the same time you can't really produce, I guess it would be called stubble in tabs. So let's maybe go with, I think that the tribal beard looks good. The tribal beard 003, or just the beard 003. I think it looks nice. Well, it doesn't look nice, it looks scruffy, but I think that it makes him look like Edward Kenway. And that's the head. Off with it. Let's see. For the torso. Now, Edward Kenway has a very complex torso design. I think let's start with a pirate shirt lower layer. I think the pirate shirt 02. Yes, I think the pirate shirt 02 looks good. I don't think that we need to change the stitching or the inside shirt part. Let's change the outside vest. Let's make it, I think that this light gray looks good. It is in white, but it is in gray. Okay, let's do more on the chest. I think that let's try the shoulder because he's got those shoulder pieces. I think medieval shoulder pads look good. Let's try medieval shoulder pads 00. I think that looks good. Let's just change the color to be slightly less dark brown than the darkest, and then we'll also do the same for the nails. Are they nails? I'm not sure. The nails that put it together. Continuing on with the torso, I think we'll add some more pirate stuff, especially the pirate belt 01. I think that it looks good. While he actually has flintlocks on his actual belt, I think let's just do the pirate belt 01 with the bombs. Let's change the belt itself to be that same dark brown. And then I think for the bombs, I think that the light silver looks good, but not too light, not too light. Continuing on with the torso, let's try one of the dynasty shirts because we don't want it going through and clinging over the pirate shirt. Let's try the dynasty shirt 02 to see how it layers. I think it layers pretty well. Let's change that color to be the brown, and then for this part, is it the silver? I think it should be the silver because he's got kind of on his arms he has that silver part on the ends. Okay, let's see. For the legs, he's got one of the cool kind of assassin skirts, and I think that the only one that really fits with this is the vampire skirt 00. I think that it looks pretty cool, and it also goes out and has that split in between like Edward Kenway's outfit does. Let's change it to that dark blue. I think that shade looks very nice and similar to Edward Kenway's skirt color itself as well. Let's see, what else do we want to add? Continuing on with the legs, I think we want to add pants. I think so. Let's give him the Pirate Pants 01 because we also want to give him pirate boots, which will fit perfectly with it. Anyways, let's change it to that dark brown and then the pirate boots. Or do we want it to be pirate boots? Executioner boots look quite nice and fit well with it. But I think that it's gonna be the pirate boots that win this one. The pirate boots 00 look pretty good. Let's change the color to mainly be that dark brown. Let's make it all that dark brown. Now the interesting thing about Edward Kenway is he has a very dysfunctional family. For the wrists, let's give him the spooky wristbands, I think. I think we want to give him the spooky wristbands 01. Let's make them that light white, but not too white. And what I mean by dysfunctional family is that his son became a Templar, even though he was an assassin, and then his son became an assassin, and then killed his father. Pretty crazy. They don't talk about politics at the dinner table. Let's give him the Dynasty belt 02. I don't think that many of the belts are able to mesh very well with the vampire skirt. Let's make it a dark red, but I think that this one meshes the best of all of them. Hold on. Wait, I think that we forgot one of the key parts of the outfit. What Edward Kenway has on the sides of his outfit is this blue part. Let's add that blue part right now before we forget. Let's make it, I think we don't want it to be the same color as the vampire skirt, and I think that this shade looks very good as the Dynasty vest. And it looks pretty accurate, if I say so myself. And I think that that's the look. Now onto the weapons and abilities. I think firstly, let's give him a flintlock, right, in his right hand, because, I mean, he is a pirate, although we don't want him to drop the flintlock. Let's give him just the regular flintlock. And I don't think that we really need to change any of the colors because, I mean, what can go wrong with the original colors? And then for the assassin's blade, let's go for the jester dagger left. I wish that it could go on the inside though, the jester dagger. Let's change the grip of the blade to fit in with the part that's supposed to be frilly on the wrist, or really it's the spooky wristband. Now let's move on to the abilities. Because he's an assassin, let's give him the assassin proof. And then I think we want to give him the taekwondo kick. Controversially, because he is a pirate and there is a pirate kick, but the taekwondo kick is so much better than any other kick. Let's give him the teacher parry, because, I mean, he's got to be good at parrying to be an assassin. Then a projectile block, I'd say. Projectile block level 1, I think. I think that would work. And then for the final ability, the Jester Dodge. I could give him an Enrage, but I prefer the Jester Dodge because it's very assassin-y. For the hit points, 10,000 health. Let's increase the movement speed by a bit because, you know, he's got to run around to assassinate everybody. For the attack speed, 10 times I think works. And then damage, 20 times definitely. Any assassin needs a high damage. Let's take a picture. Say cheese! And now, let's test him out. Edward Kenway has assembled a group of other pirates. I believe 12 other pirates. And they plan to siege a medieval base. The English people are guarding treasure. And the prince is also guarding that treasure and has a priest to heal him. And some archers, and a catapult, and knights and squires. It's a very high-level base. Will Eddie... I guess Eddie sounds nice, endearing. Will Edward be able to take out this medieval base alongside his supporting crew? Let's find out. And Edward appears right next to the archers. Oh, and he kicks and then shoots the archers, and takes out the knight. We'll be able to take out this knight though. Nearly. Oh, the king is the... Well, I mean, it's the king here, but the prince is who it is. This is a bloodbath. Oh, and he takes out the king. Wow. Too powerful. The only person left is this priest. Please, have mercy. Please. Oh, and there's also a knight. Please, I will heal you. Please just have mercy. And then he gets shot by Edward Kenway. For her. I was getting tired of that. And then, oh yes! Edward was able to take out the knight. Finishing the siege, and then retrieving the treasure. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. This is Savage Lionel, signing out. A lot of help.